Most cyber attacks don't use some genius movie-style hack. They walk in through the basics: an unpatched laptop nobody remembered, an old account nobody closed. You cannot defend what you don't even know you have. So what if there were a prioritized to-do list, the specific actions that stop the most attacks, in the order you should do them? There is. It's called the CIS Controls. In this video, the 18 controls, and the smart way they're grouped so any organization knows exactly where to start. Welcome back. We've covered NIST, which organizes security into 6 functions, and COBIT, which governs IT from the top. But those tell you what to manage. They don't hand you a checklist of exactly what to do first. That's the gap the CIS controls fill. I'm Professor Lamptey. Here's the plan: what the CIS controls are, why they're prioritized, the 18 controls grouped so they're easy to hold in your head, the 3 implementation groups that tell you where to start, and how it all fits with NIST and COBIT, followed through one company hardening its defenses. Let's define it, write this down. The CIS Critical Security Controls are a prioritized, specific set of actions to defend against the most common cyber attacks published by the Center for Internet Security. The current version, v8.1, has 18 controls and 153 underlying safeguards. Here's what sets them apart. NIST and COBIT are frameworks. They tell you what areas to cover. The CIS controls are a to-do list, concrete prioritized actions, in order. They answer the question every overwhelmed team asks: out of 1,000 things I could do, what do I do first? And priority number 1 is beautifully simple. The very first CIS controls are inventory. Control 1, know every device, every laptop, server, and phone connected to your network. Control 2, know every piece of software running on them. That's where our company starts. Why first? Because you cannot protect, patch, or monitor something you don't know exists. The forgotten laptop and the unapproved app are exactly how attackers get in. Before any fancy defense, you take inventory. Everything else builds on knowing what you have. 18 controls sounds like a lot, so let's group them into 5 themes you can actually remember. First, know your environment. Inventory your assets and software, configure them securely, and manage vulnerabilities. Second, protect data and accounts. Data protection, account management, access control, and application security. Third, defend and detect. Malware defenses, email and web protection, audit logs, and network monitoring. Fourth, respond and recover. Data recovery, incident response, and penetration testing. And fifth, your people and partners. Security awareness training and managing your service providers. Know it, protect it, defend it, recover from trouble, and cover your people. 18 controls, 5 simple ideas. Now, the single smartest idea in the framework and the exam point to know. Not every organization has the same resources, so the controls are split into 3 implementation groups. IG1 is essential cyber hygiene, the foundational baseline every single organization should do, from a corner store to a hospital. IG2 builds on IG1 for organizations with more resources and more risk to manage. And IG3 is everything, all 18 controls and all 153 safeguards for organizations facing the most sophisticated threats. Think of them as nested rings. IG3 contains IG2, which contains IG1. Everyone starts at IG1 and grows outward. That tiered design is why the CIS controls work for a tiny business and a global bank alike. Let's make IG1 concrete, because it's where our company begins. Essential cyber hygiene is the set of safeguards that stops the most common opportunistic attacks, the everyday stuff. Know your assets and software. Use multi-factor authentication. Keep systems patched and up to date. Manage who has accounts and access. Train your staff to spot phishing, and keep tested backups. None of it is exotic, and that's the point. IG1 is the seatbelt of cybersecurity. Basic, unglamorous, and it prevents the vast majority of harm. Do these, and our company has already shut the doors attackers use most. So how does this fit with what we've already learned? Picture 3 layers. COBIT sits at the top, governance, the board steering IT. NIST is the framework in the middle, the 6 functions organizing your whole security strategy. And the CIS controls are the ground floor, the specific prioritized actions that actually get done. In fact, the CIS controls map directly onto the NIST functions. They're not competitors, they're a stack. Governance sets direction, the framework organizes the strategy, and the controls are the hands-on work. A strong program uses all 3 together. And here's why this matters for us as accountants and auditors. The CIS controls turn a vague idea, be secure, into a concrete, testable checklist. Does the company have an asset inventory? Is multi-factor authentication turned on? Are backups tested? Each is something you can actually verify. That's the gift of a prioritized control list. It gives an auditor specific, answerable questions, and it gives a company a clear path from exposed to defended, one control at a time. For the exam, lock in 3 things. 1. The CIS Critical Security Controls are a prioritized, actionable set of 18 controls from the Center for Internet Security, a to-do list, not a framework. 2. The big one, the 3 implementation groups. IG1 is essential cyber hygiene and the baseline for everyone. IG2 adds more, and IG3 is all 18 controls and all safeguards. 3. CIS is the hands-on layer beneath frameworks like NIST and COBIT, and it maps to the NIST functions. Get those and you understand not just what good security looks like, but exactly where any organization should begin. 60-second recap. The CIS controls are a prioritized to-do list of 18 controls from the Center for Internet Security for defending against the most common attacks. Start by knowing what you have. Remember the 3 implementation groups. IG1, essential cyber hygiene for everyone. IG2 for more. IG3 for all of it. And know that CIS is the hands-on layer that sits beneath NIST and COBIT and maps to them. Now here's your call to action. If this made the CIS controls finally click, hit that subscribe button so these ISC lessons come straight to you. Give the video a like to help another student find it, and drop a comment telling me which control your organization struggles with most. I read every one. Next up, we go under the hood of the systems these controls protect: IT infrastructure and networks. Study hard, and I'll see you in the next one.